Hello and welcome well, to another week of the Abuse Cartoons live stream. I hope my my voice hangs in there. So it's a little yeah, it's gotten a little cold lately, so I have a little bit of something going on. But yeah, it was actually snowing yesterday, so that was fun. April 1st and snowing. It was more like sleet, but yeah. Pretty strange, but so here we are in a new, well, not quite, but we know the name of the new era in Japan, so I guess we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it is kind of spring and kind of cold. The cherry blossoms are almost out, so yeah, people that came at the end of March, I think, are kind of disappointed if they have left before the beginning of April, because yeah, it didn't make it by then. The end of March because I think they were predicting, which may have been correct in, may have been correct in Tokyo, that like March 21st was going to be full bloom, but not on this side. So we're not quite there yet, and it's already April. So I hope wherever you are, it's getting to be spring. Enough of this cold weather. Although it was pretty mild this year, which means all kinds of terrible things for the summer here. We'll see. Now it's too big. Yeah, so again, we're doing this on another mysterious night. Another mysterious night. So, yeah, my schedule has been, again, a mess. So, apologies if you were expecting a certain day and time. It's going to probably fluctuate between Sunday and Monday night for a little while. But we'll see. And hopefully I can actually get this going more than once a week. I think that would be ideal, and especially if I can do an early morning my time, which would be an evening. I think that might actually be better for people to actually be able to watch. But we'll see. Program era, that's lovely. Yeah, so this PC is also acting a little strange, so we'll see what happens. It's a little slow. We'll see how that goes. All right. Yeah, it's a little slow. But that won't stop us. All right. So I'll just keep... Yeah, I'm getting a weird program error. I think I've got a memory. I think I'm running out of space, and it takes a heck of a long time to save now, so this might be a very long stream. All right. So now let's try a lid for this giant pot. Or not. There we go. Whew. Yeah, so the big announcement was yesterday morning. And then we have, towards the end of this month, the Super Golden Week, which I saw some English press was calling Platinum Week, but I don't think that's a thing. I'm not sure that's a thing in Japan. But Platinum Week, because it's better than gold. And yeah, so a lot of people are going to have a lot of time off. But who knows how many people are actually going to be able to go somewhere, because I think as I've talked about before, they love to gouge during holiday times here. So a lot of people, get stuck paying double, triple prices for travel if they're going to do it when everybody has off, and because of how the kind of national holidays and also the work schedules go here, everybody has the same time off. I'm getting a weird program error. Okay, and there's a lid. Well, we'll keep tolerating that and hope it doesn't crash. Oh, yeah, and I'm pretty beat. It was a busy morning, and I'm doing this later than ever, so we'll see if I can actually keep talking. Let's see here. I'm getting really frustrated with the other podcast he was complaining recently getting delisted on iTunes and having to resubmit that, and then that was all because what was it called, PodPress or whatever plugin we were using was discontinued. And that's a real problem with open source anything, is you get people that are developing tools that are just, computer science students, and so they get a real job or they get bored and they just drop their projects, and you have these dead projects. And if it's something that you relied on and they don't do a very good job of announcing that it's going away, then you're just stuck. So I think that's what happened, is we just started to not show up anymore, or the RSS wasn't working, so Apple just figured we were defunct. And but there are no good alternatives. The only stuff that's left is a lot of stuff with upsells and pro versions and stuff, and that's also the biggest scam. It just reminds me of that garbage shareware time, like early PC, when people were selling, tools that they never supported. So you would pay for something, and then it was up to a whatever kind of developer, probably a single individual, whether or not they were going to, bother updating it or do something. And as there were new versions of Windows and things, it completely became useless most of the time. It wasn't a lot of money, but you do that enough times, and you do throw away a lot of money on useless things. That, for a certain piece of software, you're not going to use an old operating system just so you can run that, just because they haven't bothered developing a new version. But whatever. So yeah, that's really frustrating. So I'm trying to get happy with what I switched to, and it just doesn't. It's not giving me stats. And if I want better stats, it says, well, you have to pay for that. And a lot of the free options are just not great. I liked on the old version, it would break down, how much the podcast is being downloaded and everything, and other options like pod track and things are, you have to append something to the URL of the RSS for it to to track it, and it doesn't seem to be doing that reliably, and then that's causing some trouble with the download, and just endlessly frustrating. But so I'm not talking about anything particularly interesting, but I'm sure a lot of people have had this same kind of frustration. And it just I don't know. I do not know what's worse, dealing with a large greedy company that thinks software is a service, or developers that just get bored and walk away from things just because it didn't make them rich. I have no idea. I'm sure it's a tragic story, but that really sucks to have something discontinued. All right, just keep at this. Oh, same layer. Actually, both of these could probably be smaller. All right. Uh-oh, back to drawing boxes again. To come up with something that looks like that narrow pasta box type thing. That's a little wide, I think. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going with this, but we'll see. I like that windowed pasta box. Those are always very funny. All right. Well, yeah, I don't think this time is actually any better than my usual earlier time. Probably just means people are more asleep than they were before. Okay. We should do that. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's gonna work. All right. I guess this is looking like pasta. Pasta dinner. That could be a pasta jar. Maybe. All right. Okay. Well, let's go over here and see. Yeah, maybe I can just do. Oh, pasta coming out of the actual pot. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I should do something. I was thinking about doing something more moving, more kinetic. It's been a while since I've done something. I don't know if that's going to happen today. Let's see. Let's see here. Some birthday cake. A little, whoa, a little airborne. Same layer, of course. candle. Oh, everything needs to be on different layers, doesn't it? All right. Oh, actually, yeah, a piece with a candle still in it would be funny as well. Yeah, shortcuts don't seem to be working, I think. Okay, memoried out. All right, and then here, I'll try to. All right, that works. All right, put this on another layer. Come on. And we'll do come on. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's quite a bit of stuff. Keep this all a little off balance. And maybe one more kind of frosting blob. Sure, why not? All right, well, let's color this. This is the thing that looks like it's something. All right. Oh, let's come up with that yellow cakey color. Yeah, maybe like that. Ah, but that's gonna bleed. And that one too. And that one too. Great. Let's do just some kind of light blue. Yeah, bright light blue for the frosting. So that we can make the candle red. All right. I think that's everything. So this and this. And here. Whoops. Lovely. Oh, actually, this would be white. Sure. Yeah, that works. Oh, I want to do the flames as well. Oh, and probably something for the center that's up between the layers of the cake. Maybe something pink, just to give it a weird variation of color, like birthday cakes usually are. All right. Actually, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think I have to get brighter with the color on that, but now let's do some like a, oops, sorry, like a strawberry-y frosting line in the middle here, just to give it that weird cakey contrast. All right. There we go. And now some, sorry, the microphone is in the way. So now something to make everything a little brighter. Sure. Yeah, that kind of works. I don't think I'm going to do any indication of the ground, so it looks much more mid-flight. And maybe some candle flames. All right. Maybe really bright. There we go. And some eyes. Whoa, really? Wow. Guess I'm drawing kind of thick. Oh, okay. Well, there is some birthday cake. Whoa. In various states of collapse. That's pretty thick. I guess these are too. Slowly. Very slowly today. There we go. Okay, so I think we get rid of these. Rid of whatever that is. I don't know about this spoon. Let's make this a big old jar. Come on. Actually, it should be smaller. I suppose it's a little too thick. So together. See how that fills the screen. Yeah, pretty well. A little bit taller with everything. Sure. Except that spoon. Okay. Program error. Okay, let's put some color on this and see if it works. Try to find a middle gray that I can do highlights and things on. And sauce, sure. And a green. Pasta box. Maybe a lighter spoon. Anything else you can do with that spoon? Blue? Well, that kind of works. Okay. Something like that. I forgot I gotta make things work here with shadows, I think. There we go. here. Yeah, not as much contrast as I thought. Oh. Wait, what happened to the... great. Oh, that was weird. Alright, back. Found some shortcut that I've never actually used. Yeah, none of these do so well. All right. So just trying to make this look more shiny. Yeah, that works. So maybe some green on this label. All right, and try to put some shadows underneath so they're sitting somewhere. Oh. Okay. Yeah, something like that. All right, let's try some eyes. Wonder if I have the same scale problem. Oh, no, I think it's okay. There we go. I have no idea where that's going. Ooh. Okay. Okay, well, those are our pasta night and our birthday cake. So we'll see where we go with that. Okay, so this week, not much with... nothing from the convenience store, but we've got something a little historic going on in Japan, so I thought I would talk about that now. So let's see here. I think we're still doing okay. The stream seems to be kind of going out. All right, so let's switch over here. Not quite a convenience store segment, but it'll be a little Japanese culture. Okay, so things look a little frozen here. What's going on? Okay, so hopefully that worked. My computer kind of froze to nothing. So there it is, the reveal of the new era of Japan. So it starts on May 1st, but they reveal the kanji ahead of time, and it's very strange because they only give basically it's a very secretive process, and they like assemble a panel of people and secretly kind of come up with a list and then decide from there. And this year, so you read that kanji as Dewa. Dewa is the new era. So like Showa, Showa was the kind of more the older boomer time. I guess that was Akihito. That was I'm forgetting my emperor's names, but yeah, Showa was the so Hirohito, yeah. So Hirohito was that was wartime, and then Akihito started in the 30s, so that was Showa, in 30s to 89. No, I'm all backwards. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Anyhow, starting in 89 was Heisei, and now we're moving over to the new era because the emperor is abdicating. And so the thing that's interesting about that is that it's the first time in hundreds of years, or at least 100 years, that the emperor has stepped down, and it is creating a little bit of a shuffle to get everything reorganized. And I'm really surprised. So here, well, let me turn this off here. Boom. Okay. And I'm really surprised that they give, because it's such a secretive process, they only going to give a month of lead time to all of the people that have to print, government forms and calendars and all of the paperwork, because Japan loves its paperwork. All the paperwork with this new kanji on it, if they're going to use that imperial, I think it's called imperial calendar, but if they're going to use that era-based calendar instead of the Roman calendar, it's going to be a lot of very fast work. So that is the new era's name, and you can't get a lot of people to agree on the exact meaning. And actually, the kanji is usually taken from Chinese, so it's kind of exotic kanji and doesn't appear in Japanese. So you don't have it as part of a character from someone's name or anything as often, because it's mostly Chinese. But this time it was taken from an ancient Japanese poem, that particular kanji, and so very nationalistic and very Japanese minded instead of the more ancient, more older, scholarly or minded thinking. And so the meaning, so wa, they say is peace, like the Showa wa, same kanji, the second letter, and the first letter de is order. It's translated a couple of different ways. I've seen like demeanor, order, or respect, but so basically the meaning. So the name of the era is supposed to kind of set the tone for the rule of that emperor, and this current kanji would then mean peace through discipline or through obedience, or or I guess forgetting the best reading of it, but it's very interesting because no one's quite settled on the exact meaning, and people were a little bit and I guess because it is so wide, widely disputed how you can interpret things. But discipline or so something like that. So peace through discipline or order. And I guess order, that's an interesting thing because this is going to be the era of a lot of migrant foreign workers in Japan. They're starting the new visa program where they're bringing in a lot of foreigners to do the jobs that there aren't really enough Japanese for, so construction and a lot of, probably more heavy labor jobs. And Japan doesn't have a great record with that, and of course, if you go back far enough, it's basically, prisoners that they were using to do certain labor. So it'll be interesting to see. So this order, this era of peaceful order may be shaken by a lot of new foreigners here from a lot of poor countries, and if they're not happy with their employment, they might turn to other types of gaining income in other ways. So the crime rates may change in Japan. So public order may be a little bit disturbed by that. So we will see kind of what happens and how well they deal with that. Okay, wait, this little guy go away again. Hey, all right, there he goes. So yeah, very interesting to be here during that. And so they had the reveal like 10 a.m. on Monday, so April 1st. So it's funny, April Fools. They did the reveal, and so it is the beginning of the new era in Japan starting May. Yeah, May 1st. And then the super golden week, super long 10 days national holiday will happen around that time. So I guess things don't officially begin until all of those holidays are over. But we'll see how that goes. All right, so nothing delicious or novel to watch me eat, just a little bit of kanji for you there. But Reiwa is the new era of Japan. So some people like the sound of it, but not quite sure about the meaning of it. So peaceful through with order. All right, back to the drawing. I guess the writing part. All right, so we are now writing these. So I have a feeling I'm just going to do a very typical joke for this. Let's see how that works. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I've got a minute here to try to... Come on. Oh, and I apologize for last week. The breakfast and lunch, morning. I think it was a misspelling of morning. So hopefully that I re-uploaded that. Hopefully that got fixed. So sorry about that with the... I don't know. I might have done that. I like do a spell check and then maybe accidentally inserted a character after that. I'm not sure because it was just an extra N in there. So not sure how I quite did that, but yeah, sorry about the typo there. So this, come on, was either the best or worst birthday ever. So short and sweet. I think I've done this style of joke before, but I always like that with chaos. This was either the best or the worst. The best or the worst birthday ever. All right, something like that. This was either the best or the worst birthday ever. Okay, I think we'll go with that. That sounds reasonable. Yeah, I kind of want to do more because I have no idea for the joke. I kind of want to do more on that pot. This is so boring looking. So maybe another layer up here. This kind of thing. I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Yeah, give it a little bit more of a shine to it, and maybe this way as well. Yeah, that looks a little shinier. Okay, yeah, something like that. Give the spoon a little shiny action. Okay. All right, let's not get carried away. Okay, so what is this? Pasta. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm just wiped out today. Oh. All right. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. It doesn't go by the years of the birth. It's the years of the rule. That's why I was getting all shifted off. Okay, yeah, so, yeah. Sorry, I was confused because I was looking at birth years, not rule years for the emperors. So we're going from Akihito to Naruhito for Reiwa. Oh, okay. Anyhow, let's do some pasta humor. Let's see. Oh, see, that's what I think I did before. Ugh, brother. Okay, well, hopefully that stays centered enough. The lack of water seemed to... Wow, no ease. Seems to be causing major problems for pasta night. Boom. The lack of water caused major problems for pasta night. Number one, or I, or whatever that is. Jeez. Is there another period there? Oh, yeah, that's a period too. Okay. Lack of water. Oh boy, let's see here. Just a night, usually. Pasta night usually involved more enthusiasm. No. Oh, sorry. I'm just, yeah, way too tired for this. Okay. Pasta night usually involved more enthusiasm. Reluctance and lack of enthusiasm. weird energy. What's going on with pasta night? They had never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. They'd never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. Hesitant pasta? Reluctant. They had never had to deal. Oh, come on. There's no selection, is there? There we go. They had never... They'd never had to deal. They had never had to deal. Oof. It's losing its funny sound. They had never dealt. They had never dealt. Yeah, that's what I wrote. They'd never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. Reluctant with such, hesitant with such. Yeah, reluctant, I think, is the stupidest, I mean funniest. They never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to do it. They had never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. Before tonight. Before tonight. They had never dealt with such reluctant pasta before tonight. No, just before. They had never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. And this was either the best or the worst birthday ever. Okay. Birthday is working for me, but reluctant pasta. They'd never dealt with such reluctant pasta before. I think that's it. I think that works. Right. Oh, so my apologies for the slow mode that I'm in, but hopefully that was something to hear, something to put on in the background, something to keep you company. And I will be here every week doing the same thing on either Sunday or Monday night, depending. So please feel free to stop by. Yeah, I think the streaming tonight is just a weird time, but this will be in the archive, of course, if this wasn't live for you. And so thank you very much for watching, whatever part of this you watched. And I'll be back here next week, and hopefully with something from a convenience store. But happy Dewa era, and we will probably hear more about that as it actually happens on in May. So a new era of Japan, hopefully economically a little bit better than the end of the last one. So we shall see. And yeah, thanks again for watching. And if you'd like to follow this cartoon on Twitter at AbuseCartoons, abusecartoons.com is the website, and gocomics.com/domesticabuse has the cartoon subscription. So there's thousands of other cartoons to get delivered to your inbox along with mine. And also, if you would like to directly support the creation of this cartoon, please visit patreon.com/abusecartoons. And thank you very much for everyone that is currently a patron. Without you, this wouldn't happen. So thank you so much, as always. And I will be here again next week. Thank you so much. Goodbye.